All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. We are back at it again. And man, I had an awesome time last night. I told you guys that my wife's, the company that my wife works for, she has a beauty supply route. The boss took all his employees out and treated us to dinner. Husbands and wives, everyone. He paid for everything. I had a great time. And I just want to share why, since I left my 9-to-5, I had a 9-to-5 mindset. I now have a entrepreneur, owner, boss mindset. I'm gonna tell you why that's important. So I'm gonna talk about that a little later. But first, you know where I'm at. I'm at Lowe's and I'm about to pick up a freight order to start the day. All right, y'all, just got loaded up. This is what we got. And these are actually, it weighs 100 and something pounds, like 120 something pounds, but they're actually easy to load because they're really tall. So I just lay it down for a second, push it in, and I stand it back up. All right, y'all, getting close to my drop off. I had to say freight is acting up again. They were, remember that you had to keep refreshing the app to show that you arrived at the location. I'm having to do that. The last few times I've done it, it won't, the location is off. So anyways, miles, the miles that I'm driving for these orders on these gig apps, my rate per mile, this one is 4 miles. 4 miles from the store. And so I'm getting paid, just to give you an idea what this order is, I am getting paid $12 per mile on this drop off. That's the rate per mile I'm getting. Food for thought, y'all. Food for thought. Hello. Hello, sir. I just need to know where you want me to put it. Right there? Okay. Okay. And I'll just need a signature. Appreciate it. You know what? Let me see. All right. So if you can, just print your name and then sign in that box. Perfect. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Yep.
All right, y'all. So I just finished that freight order, and I have been strategically studying the roadie map. And so I was picking orders that were near that delivery so that I'm not deadheading. And I put in for 3 roadies, and I got 1 of them. And it's a Home Depot order, and it is a decent paying order. So I'm about to go pick this up, and then I have another tip. I have a tip that I learned, and it's just a tip. All right, y'all, just picked up from Home Depot. This is actually a really good paying order, surprisingly, because usually this is what I'm taking. Usually these type of orders, this would be like $15, $12. This is a good paying order, so knock this out and see what else we can get. All right, y'all. So I got that picked up. Man, I really love the state of Texas, man. I really do. I love the state. I love the people here. I love how they support the citizens. This is a great state. I love it. So one tip I want to pass on, it's just a tip. So what I had been doing on roadie was I was putting in for multiple gigs, and I'll pick like 6 of them that I want to do. And, you know, I route myself. But what I'm finding out is, obviously, you're not guaranteed to get it. So I'll pick a bunch of gigs and I'm leading myself to where I want to go. In a perfect world, if I got every last one of them, it'll work out perfect. A lot of times, I don't get the ones that I really want that's close to me. I'll get the ones that, you know, if I got those, it would have put me over here, and they're giving me those. So I'm driving a little farther. So what I've been doing, you gotta be patient. You gotta do it one at a time. So I've been picking one gig that I really want, and I wait to see if I get it. Once I get it, then I start putting in for other gigs. And you can do multiple gigs. So, you know, it's still, it's not gonna work perfect every time, but so because of the fact that you gotta wait so long to see if you got it, it's better to pick the one you really want the most and wait to see if you got it. Once you get it, then start trying to route yourself. So that's just something I've been doing. That's working a little bit better. Hello. Hi. I have a delivery for FTK Construction.
What is it?
It's like I took a picture. It's like primer paint or something.
Oh, yeah,
just bring it in here. Okay. All right. What y'all think? So I just got to walk from there to that little red door right there. Should I carry it? Or should I bust the dolly out? That is the question. Do I feel like carrying it? No. But I haven't really done any work today, so I'm gonna just carry it. That's gonna be my workout for today. And I don't feel like taking the dolly out. By the time I get that dolly unstrapped and ready to go, I could have been carried this over there. This thing is heavy. This ain't the regular cans that I carry. Like PPG and all that. This mug is heavy. It feels like 100 pounds. Oh, excuse me. All right, y'all. All done with that roadie order. So as soon as I finished, a dispatch order came out. I got it, and I'm 2 miles from the pickup. So I'm headed to Sherwin-Williams right now. All right, y'all. This is my order right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cans. We are going 2.7 miles at a rate of $21 per mile. Let's go. I think I actually been here before. I did a dolly over here at one of these houses, but I never been in the office before. Let's see where this paint goes. All right, I had to mute the video because I was playing Christmas music in there. YouTube be tripping with that music. You can't even hum a song. I'll start humming a song.
Yeah, you just bring it up in here.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, again, I posed the question. Should I carry it or bust the dolly out? I think I'm gonna carry it. We're gonna carry these in. I should have scooted up a little bit more.
put it right there.
All right.
Man, I appreciate you. You need me to sign anything?
No problem. I just need a name.
Adam?
And I gotta take a photo and we good.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to make this real quick. So I told you guys earlier that I got my wife a beauty supply route. It's 2 days a week, and I'm a entrepreneur now, and I think like an entrepreneur, and there's a big difference. So if I was still on my 9 to 5, the experience that I had yesterday probably would have been a little different. Now that I'm an entrepreneur, I listen and I observe more, and I'm always like learning from everyone. I kind of take mental notes of everything. So anyways, so the big boss, he decided to treat all the drivers that does the beauty supply route. Some of the drivers have been with him for several years. So he took it was a Mexican food restaurant. I do not remember the name of it, but it was super good. We'll definitely go back. And I just want to go over, I took a photo and I just want to share this photo. And my wife, she doesn't really want to be on YouTube, you know, and I get it. I got to respect that. So, you know, she's still not going to really be on the channel. She is in the photo, so I will point her out. But yeah, she agreed for me to show this photo, and I just want to go through some of the people that work there. I'll probably end with this. It's only 11 o'clock, so I'm going to still work. But like I said, I don't want my videos to be super long. So this is the photo, and I'm just gonna, so my wife is right there sitting across from me, and then these are all the people that work with the big boss, and you can tell who the big boss is. I'm sure you know who it is. So let me just start with the guy on the right, on the far right, closest to you. His name is Eugene, and he has been with the boss for so long. Like I don't even know how long. Several years. And he's the one, I told you guys about him a while back. He drives a minivan, and he has the biggest route. He purposely chose the biggest, longest route. I think it's like 6 hours or something like that. He's retired, military. I think he was like a lieutenant or lieutenant colonel, something like that, high ranking. And he absolutely loves his job. He loves doing this route. It's so easy. It's something to do. And his lovely wife is right next to him. I cannot remember names. I suck at names, so I'm not even going to attempt. But that's his wife. They are some of the nicest people I ever met, man. Eugene is so humble. And like I said, because I'm an entrepreneur, I take mental notes of the things I observe, the people I'm around. And I really love this dude's attitude, man. He does not complain one bit. He loves what he's doing. He loves the money he's making. He enjoys it. And he has great customer service. One of the nicest, softest men. Like, he's really tall too. He's like probably like 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". He towers over me, but he's like a gentle giant, man. Awesome dude. So he actually commutes a pretty good ways to do this route, but he loves it. I have so much respect for him. So this guy right here, his name is, well, we call him Ray Ray. So when I say Ray Ray, you kind of have a vision of what Ray Ray might look like. I envisioned him as, you know, I had a vision of what Ray Ray might look like. We had never met him. My wife has been doing the route. She still hadn't seen him. Sometimes he shows up a little late. And, you know, we had a kind of a description of how he might be. She said he's a rapper. One of the owner's sister said he's a rapper. And we met Ray Ray, and he is nothing of what I thought he would be. Very, very kind of quiet. Just like totally not a Ray Ray. I don't know how he got that name, but that's the nickname he got. Just so nice. Nice dude, very polite, not an ounce of hood in him at all, not even a little smidget. Just stand up dude, man. So I'm sitting next to Ray Ray, obviously that's me, and then next to me is, I don't remember her name. She actually lives pretty close to me. This lady, she's been with the company for a long time as well. And her son is sitting right next to her. Her son, I think he's like 26 years old. He was drinking margaritas like water. So I don't know, that the drinks that they had there were, it felt like they put 4 shots of Patron in all of them. So I had 2 drinks. I planned on having 1. I ended up having 2. And yeah, it did some damage, some serious damage. So anyways, he was drinking that like water. Across from them is this guy and this lady. That's the husband. He doesn't work for the company, the wife does. They are actually from California as well. They moved 2 months ago, so they're new here. And the guy, the husband, he's an entrepreneur. He owns multiple businesses. He has some in Texas and in California. And they got out of California for pretty much the same reason everyone else. The only reason I bring them up is, one, the guy, if I was a 9-to-5 worker with my mindset, we probably wouldn't have had a lot of dialogue, because he's a owner, boss, entrepreneur. I'm a 9-to-5 worker. We don't really have much in common. Because he is that, or I talked to him and I learned so much from him. I'm not gonna share everything, but it just really like resonated how huge of a decision this is to become your own boss, and how some of the things he said, I just listened to what he said, and he said this himself. I didn't bring this up. He said it's nothing like being your own boss, you know, controlling your time, you know, not having to say no to your kids anymore, being home for whatever you need, taking vacation whenever you want, having complete control of your business, your company. Nobody controls you. And he said, these were the words that he said, and I was just listening. I was just like, man, he is so right. And he loves it. It's just, he's like, he encouraged me. He said, keep going. He said, trust me, you're only going to go up. And he said, you're just getting a taste of what's to come. And he's absolutely right. You know, I'm just getting a taste of what's to come. So I was happy to meet him and his wife. This was shocking. They just left California 2 months ago. I left 3 years ago. She said that not only is California lawless, like they literally, unbelievable that you can literally shoplift, and if you're a citizen and you call the police on someone that's shoplifting, they actually can arrest you. Like, you can't call the police for people shoplifting. That's not a big enough crime. It's ridiculous. I can't believe that state is still functioning. But the thing that broke the camel's back was she said that her, you know, she has 6 kids. Unbelievable. She said that they passed some type of law where if your kid, a child, okay, a young child that barely know anything, wants to have a sex change or wants to be whatever they want to be, and the parent is not supportive of it, so they're at school and some counselor or even a janitor finds out about this, they can report you, just like, you know, Child Protective Services, whatever, start an investigation. If they find out that you do not support your child, a child, okay, I'm talking about 8 years old, whatever, barely can't even wipe their butt still. If your child is a boy and wants to be a woman and wants to castrate themselves, you have to support it. And if you do not support it, they could take your child away. And I can't believe that. That's just unbelievable. I never thought that I would live to see a time like this. It's crazy. So that was the last straw. They had to get out of California. I don't blame them. Welcome to Texas. I love it here. Absolutely love it. So that's my wife. Next to her, and then next to my wife is Sally. Sally is the sister of the big boss. And I call Big Boss Unc. I'll tell you guys why when I get to him. So Sally is, she absolutely loves this, owning this business, this route. She and her brother work together. They kind of co-own it. And she is so, I don't even know the word, but she's always excited. She just puts a smile on her face. She's always smiling. Just great people to work for. But she cannot drink. So she told us, she said, I don't drink because I'll turn red and, you know, it might scare you guys, all that stuff. And, you know, of course, we peer pressured her. And we just had her take a little sip. She had a sip of sangria margarita. And she literally, right before our eyes, she took the sip. And I'm watching her within seconds. Her nose, her cheeks, all her face just started turning red. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, oh my goodness, like she was not lying. She just, it was crazy to see. I should have took a picture of her. I never seen anything like that. Like she literally turned fully red. But she's a great person. She actually trained my wife on the route. So I really love and appreciate her. Next to her is the boss, Unc's wife. That was my first time meeting her. I heard a lot about her. I'm gonna tell you more about them when I get to Unc. So she is a business-minded person. She is very supportive of her husband. They both, what I learned from them, just watching them two and listening to them, is when you own a business by yourself, it's just you. It could be a little more difficult. Having the extra support, like my wife, me and her are in it together. We're both independent contractors, and having that connection, us two together, that's what I learned from them, man. They are a team, a business team, and it's nothing better than owning a business with your spouse. Like that is just the most amazing thing, and that's what I learned from them. They're so happy. They both got their own, you know, fancy car, and they got money, like just money, like just everywhere. But it's not even about that. They're happy, and that's the thing that really caught my eye about them, the happiness that they have. You have to see it to know what I'm talking about, but if you ever are able to experience that and meet someone that owns businesses and to see how they interact, it's just, I want to be like them, man. Somebody to be mentored by and look up to. So now I get to the big boss, Unc. I call him Unc because he's my uncle now. I love that dude. And when I say I love him, I mean like I love him like a brother. Like I know it's kind of, you know, men don't really like to share that type of emotion, and I get it. I get it, but like I genuinely love him. Like he is such a great person. I'm so glad that my CEO put him in my life. It was just crazy how we ended up meeting, and how it just, you know, I was actively looking for a route for my wife because, you know, she was doing food orders and she prefers a route, you know, with guaranteed money, easy local route, doesn't affect her, you know, being able to pick the kids up from school, all that stuff. And the perfect boss right here, man. So his name is Alan, and that is Unc. He is my uncle. I've adopted him as my uncle. And one thing I learned about him, I didn't know this, he's a kisser. He don't just hug you, he's a kisser. He's one of these guys.
It's okay, I'll get it myself.
Hey, I'll get it, whatever it is.
You got it, whatever it is.
My brother-in-law.
Come down to me.
So that was kind of, I wasn't expecting that, but he's just one of those guys. When I say he cares about his drivers, he really does. I could go to him, I could be in a financial bind, and no questions asked, he's gonna give me the money. He's gonna help however he can. He genuinely loves his drivers. He appreciates them. He understands how important they are for his business. His business does not survive without the drivers, and you can feel that. And I love that. Like, I will work for this dude as long as I can. As long as me, my wife, are physically able to, we will continue to work with him. Not for him, with him. Because we're all 1099. He could throw down too. He must have had about 4 margaritas. I think that's what I counted. He was there before I got there, so he had at least 4. He can handle his liquor though. But just look at him, man. Look how he dressed. That's how rich people dress, you know? Casual at a fancy restaurant. And look at his shoes. He ain't got no socks on. I learned that men that wear flip-flops in public or shoes with no socks, they got money. Man, that dude got so much money. So he literally, we got there, he gave us the big hug and kiss, and he's like, guys, order whatever you want. Like, I'm not joking. Like, you better order what you want. Lobster, whatever, I don't care. Order it. Drinks included. Order as many as you want, whatever you want. And it's genuine. It's not him just saying that. Like, he's dead serious. Like, that, he's loaded. So I found out, I did not know this, he has 7 businesses. 7 businesses, and his wife manages like 4 of them, and he manages like 3. Unbelievable family, man. I love them. I just wanted to share this information because this is what inspires me, and this is what, you know, now that I think like an entrepreneur, if you ever meet anyone that is an entrepreneur, make friends with them, get mentored by them, listen when they talk, listen to what they say, take mental notes. Very inspiring, man. Very inspiring. And I had a great time, man. That was awesome. I'm so glad we went. We almost didn't go, but I told my wife, let's go, because, you know, and some of the people that worked for him actually wasn't there. So this is just like 80% of the people. So anyways, the last thing I want to say is my guy all the way at the end across from me, he had the bright idea to say happy birthday, Mr. Allen. And the waiter, you know, he had to say that while the waiter was walking by. So we ended up doing this. Birthday boy!
I'm gonna make a wish.
Please wish that we can
Hey!
I show up tomorrow.
Yes, please. I have to do all the writing.
That's a great way to get the boss a free dessert. So anyway, I'm gonna end it here, man. I'm about to try to do a couple more roadies. I'm very close to my goal, so I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna end it here, the video long enough, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. So I will catch y'all on the next one.